welcome to the first video on this channel. Well, I'm just gonna have to spoil it. I won one of these races, so you guys are gonna have to pick. I came 8th in one and 5th in one. This was just incredible racing, and the topic of this video is why iRacing is such a good platform. First of all, if you don't know what iRacing is, iRacing, people call it a sim. It's basically a game. It's basically a game people race on. I race with a Logitech G29 wheel, and it's like a real wheel that I race with, and it's pretty fun. But if you guys actually want to race in these live streams live, I put a link to IDK Player's link to his channel. He live streams like daily. Make sure you guys have post notifications on him, so whenever he does his live streams, you can join.
Great start there from Reyna. Gets a nose out in front of Phillip. They're now still wheel to wheel as they exit the tri-oval, heading towards one. Watching Oliveira on the inside, kind of sits there with Schaffer. Top side still Evan. He's hooked up there with Horley. You got Mays kind of minding his own business. Same thing with Champagne. Everyone just trying to go ahead and hold on to that fast repair. Exiting turn number 2 this time. Still wheel to wheel for the top spot. Phillip on the inside. A lot of drivers going ahead and dropping to the bottom. Outside Reyna there in his Chevrolet. They're still dueling for the lead. Right behind him, Evan still hooking up with Reyna, not letting him go as they're fanning out for about 11th on 12th. Top side Reyna, big advantage there on the outside lane. They got formed together well. That top 3 on the outside really know how to get it done from Daytona. It's Raven, Reyna that is, Evan and Horley. Top 3 at the line, and Reyna will lead lap number 1. Might drop down to pick up the inside lane. Horley in the Verizon Wireless Ford Mustang. He's got help there from the back. There was Smith. Those two drivers really trying to hook together, but Reyna now goes to the lead. 209 watching. It's Reyna in the Dogecoin Chevrolet up front. Right behind him, Phillip now drops back to 3rd car on the inside. Oliveira, 4th car on the inside. They're dueling it out as they fly by turn number 2. Reyna jumps back to the top side. Evan stuck 3 wide in the middle, and they're already doing 3 wide. Contact in the back. John's involved, and they're absolutely kicking each other apart down towards turn number 3. John's involved. There goes Gomez, and the caution will wave on lap number 2. Fell to the back too, which was really interesting. I don't know what he was thinking going 3 wide. I thought for sure he was going to be one of those guys that tried something, but oh man, that's going to be interesting. John into the outside wall. Who caused what? The 5 absolutely kills the outside retaining wall. Healy goes upside down on his lid. A lot of drivers weren't really taken out in this one, but you see Morinardi was involved. Oh, John came down. So that's going to be a big L3 for John. Yeah, I mean, that's a big misjudge, and I mean, 3 wide can't work, but once again, still a very slick track. The sun is completely beating down. The rubber hasn't built up to build up grip at all either. Yeah, you just see that triple-digit machine absolutely torn up, and netcode just hits Gomez, and so we're racing again. Not bad of a start there from the 12. He gets a run down the banking. Now wheel to wheel. That's for the 2nd spot. Horley on the inside. Reyna on the inside as well as that Chevrolet goes to the point. Top 2, top 3. Now still single file on the bottom. Outside lane didn't get formed.
Can I just say real quick that the 99 was way too aggressive and should have been crashed out earlier in the race? Just saying.
These guys, you see Smith trying to get something done up there. He falls back in line. Horley now still sitting there on the outside. Wheel to wheel there with Reyna. Reyna, big push there by Champagne. Champagne to the pocket, to the nose. Now nose to tail. That's for the top 2 spots. Outside Horley. He's got Evan with him. And a freight train down the hill. There goes Reyna. Blocks high. Champagne gets the opening on the inside. They'll be wheel to wheel for the lead. At the line, Champagne capitalizes on that block. He leads lap 7. 7 up, 7 down out of 85. He drops back down to the bottom, and Delico bottom side. Top side is looking Reyna. They're gonna get collected. Smith around in the middle of the tri-oval, and they save it. Horley got tagged. The 8's gonna slide, and we're gonna call it. Yellow flag is out. Smith comes down a little bit, and they make a little bit of contact, but Smith coming down and hitting Horley led Horley to come back up the track, and you can see the track was completely blocked And the drivers behind them are woeing out of it. I think some of them even went possibly through the grass. John didn't like what he saw. They ended up saving it. Horley through the grass, but it got worse. The 8 here of Mancini.
Real quick, I just have to say this. This crash was not my fault. I don't care what anybody says. I didn't hit Horley at all. He got into me, and he said it was my fault. As much as he really helped me out later in the race, this crash was not my fault. This was totally Frank the Tank or Bane's fault. He totally got into me. I didn't get into him. He spun me out. So, I don't... They're always going to be on Bean's side just because he's a fan favorite. But this was not my fault. I thought it was my fault when I first saw it. It was not my fault.
Ford v Chevrolet, and it looks like Angelico looked to go out there as well, but Demo's getting forced high. Reyna nowhere to go, and everyone behind him let him by. Tandem drafting for the top force of the night. Let's turn it up. Oh, big wreck. Angelico's around. Horley's involved in the costume wave.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
John's gonna get tagged. Morinardi's gonna get tagged as well. You're gonna be put in bad situations, and it has nothing to do with them. I think Gomez got shoved out of line, and Delico doesn't break. He's gonna get tagged in the back end. Horley's gonna get involved as well. Mancini gets hit by the 0-1. There's just nowhere to go. A lot of guys doing a really good job avoiding. They're not scared to go ahead and duck it down to avoid any wrecks, but Gomez, no rear end. Oh, Irvin's gonna come up into Gomez. Still too early to be making those moves. And you can see the 0-1 deciding not to break. We're going to have to give the 0-1 an L1 because he's getting way too erratic. And a lot of drivers already know are complaining. They don't even have to tell me that they're complaining. I can just tell by the way they're driving around him that they have issues with the 0-1. So the 0-1 will get an L1 and an L2 will be handed out to Irvin. Orley down the track into Cormentis. And they're going to go ahead and get tangled up, and you just see there was just nowhere to go for a lot of these guys. Right through the grass. Watch, pace car ducks down pit road. Let's try it again. We're racing from Daytona. Reyna topside, and all by himself, he's just able to get the power down. Absolutely flawless, shifting through the gears, and he is right now holding his own wheel-to-wheel for turn number 1. Inside Oliveria, Schaffer right behind him. They're hooked up nose to tail. Top side, it's Mancini. Mancini is now there with Reyna. Reyna, they're going to hook up on a little crossover there by the 19 of Schaffer. He goes to the top. Drivers fanning out left and right, trying to avoid anything that could possibly happen. Crossover there, Smith. Schaffer throws the block, and it's a late block, and he gets dumped. Healy's involved, the 12 of Irvin's involved, and the caution is out again. And I do not blame him. I do not blame him. Smith has every right to go ahead and dump him, because, I mean, what are you throwing that block for? I mean, it's absolutely stupid block. And that's how wrecks happen. Wrecks don't happen because drivers want to, wreck people. That's just how it went down. You can just see they're stacking up big time. There's actually 2 separate wrecks. Oh, Smith got involved as well. Some might say karma, but the 23 of I believe that's Peters as well, involved, and they wrecked big time here towards turn number 3. Let's see how clear he was. I mean, that's just heads up. That's just not being heads up at all. We're not even going to blame the 22 of Smith here. That would be a L3 there for the 19 of Schaffer. We got to still L3 people. So Schaffer's going to get an L3 for that one. And you can see it, man. Oliveria right into the 22. Everyone trying to squeeze the gap. Ormentis trying to get by. And there was just nowhere to go. Not even halfway. You're throwing blocks like that. It's soon to be L4s if they don't clean it up. And we're going to see right here once again. Oh, this is going to be a great view. Crossover there by the 22 beats you to the punch. That doesn't mean you go ahead and try to force your way through. And that's Spotify 19. I mean, where can Smith go? Smith can't go anywhere. Yeah, Schaffer. We're going to give it to him. L3 penalty.
So let me give you the story after that wreck. After that wreck, I had a lot of damage because I couldn't save it after coming back onto the line. and the 57 didn't give me enough room to come back on the track. So I spun out and caused another crash. I don't know why. I think that was kind of my fault. That second crash that happened. The first one was where he came down on me was totally his fault. 57 could have gave me more room to come back up. I could have saved it better coming back up. But so basically after that crash, I had to go in the pits, repair all my damage that I got, and I came back on the track with 2 minutes of optional repairs all done, but the car was it didn't work the same, and I was really down on power, really down in RPMs. So I just decided to stay out and not use my fast repair, and then I'll use my fast repair later in the race. So all these cars that are in the front right now being too aggressive, they can all crash, use their fast repairs, use a second of their fast repairs, and I'll be there at the end with a fully clean car, and I'll be able to win. And, I mean, my plan finally worked out, let's just say that.
Ammonium down towards turn number 3 again in the car. Holding his line, but 301 watching. And you can see right here, Mancini looked to the outside, getting a little aggressive, and he hit, oh man, just hard into the gas. Didn't even lift, and just gets them in the left end, and then gets them in the right rear. And they just get hooked together. Yeah, that's going to be a big penalty there from Hiet. Oliveira nowhere to go. Huge hit to the outside wall for the 8. And Evan not knowing where to go. He's involved. The 95 at Gentry gets tagged. Mitchell in the 02 involved as well. Walter looking to the outside, but the wreck brought him there as well. He hits the outside wall. And the 53 Chick-fil-A machine just got tagged, but not enough damage to really call anything crazy. Drivers that have just subscribed in this race, if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe and notifications on, baby, because we are amping up to get to 20,000 subscribers. Oh, Morinardi on the apron. He gets tagged. Mays into the outside wall, and they're wrecking big time towards the back end. There goes Walter around in the middle of the pack, and a caution will wave. You could say it was probably a low-skill move. I mean, right now, man, maybe Mays lifted him up a little bit. I think Mays lifted up the rear tires. I don't think Morinardi just hit the apron, and Mays just gets body slammed into U2. And those two hard into the outside wall. Caution is out, 352 watching. Have a night. How about that one? Find out. I mean, Mays, very rarely does Mays really upset anyone's car, and we can't really see it here. Maybe he got that back end sticking out. No, there was no contact. Yeah, Morinardi just hit the apron. You can see it right here with the splitter. He has the splitter dug into the apron and gets the back end just turned around on him. And yeah, that was just that's a big rookie move. I mean, that's almost nearly embarrassing. I mean, that is, woo, man. Yeah, and just sticks them up into the outside wall. And you can see Rodriguez trying to hold it on the inside, as everyone else tries to go low to avoid. Walter, on the other hand, not in the best position. I think he's going to get hit here by the 01 that comes down the track, and right into the outside wall is going to go the IK9.com Super. No, never mind. He's going to switch it back around, but right inside of Vickery, and you don't want to see that happen a lot. Around they go, and the caution. And Horley stuck 3-1 as they enter turn 3. Contact, more contact, trouble turn 3. Walt turns to the outside wall. Horley's around. Champagne's involved. Rodriguez is involved. Mitchell gets slammed, and the caution will wave and bring out the scorecards because a lot of drivers just got taken out of this one. Each other. 3 wide. You see Horley. I think Mays came out a little bit. No, that was actually nothing. That was not Horley's fault. There was just no room given to the 31 machine. I think Reina started coming down a little bit. You just see they just absolutely tore each other apart. Gentry got tagged on the nose. Bassins was involved as well. Yeah, I think Reina came down and gave these guys no room and just absolutely took them apart. Connor, we go back to the gas. We're racing again from Daytona. Tormentis doesn't get a good start inside Mitchell inside Maze, and they're rolling deep. Heading down towards turn number 1 again. You see the 95 Gentry. Maze has kept his nose clean all night. Now off turn number 2, he's in the dogfight with 12 to go. Maze hooked up on the inside with nobody, now gets Irvin. Lions with a crossover. He's to the inside. He's wheel to wheel there with Smith. Really separating here. Here comes Reyna. Reyna's back. Oh, and he's up into Smith. Reyna to the outside. Set yourself up for a victory. 395 watching. Oh, turn number 2 this time. Lions on the inside there with Maze. Watching Irvin there as well. Top side still has Reyna. He still has Horley stuck up behind him. That's Irvin. But the outside lane only has 3 machines up in bay. Outside, trying to get a good run. Might get more takers as they exit turn number 4. Watch this run off of turn 4. You're going to see Reyna get, because Smith is doing an amazing job helping out that outside lane. Inside lane still hooked up together, but they're not doing a really good job drafting with each other. They're moving in and out, giving the outside lane the advantage, giving Reyna the advantage down towards 1. 10 laps to go here. There's your race leader, 400 watching. Might hurt the 40 Reyna just a little bit. We got a slide in the back. Gomez and Walter, they're taken out. Big impact to the 53 in the caution will wave. That's Inslee involved. Walter and maybe a retaliation. Oh, man. That looked like short track tempers to me, even though we're on a super speedway, but Chick-fil-A sauce into the inside barrier. Oh, man, I'm not going to lie. That looked like some serious payback. Is out. Reyna there with Smith. Great start, but Maze isn't giving up. Great start for the outside lane, except for the 26. Oh, Rodriguez is blinking. Inside lane, it's Maze. Outside lane, that's Maze. Inside, Reyna. Irvin's looking to do something good here. Smith on the bottom. Reyna right behind them. They're sticking together. Look at Lions again. At the line, 2 laps to go from Daytona. Oliveria's in the outside wall. He's going to lose some time. Irvin takes the lead in 1. Oh, Smith's got to hold on, because if they really get hooked up here, you just saw how big of a run Irvin got. He lost the lead in 2, but he's going to try to get it back down the backstretch. Champagne shuffling, trying to find a way around. If they get to the line, the race is official. Smith, Reyna, Horley, inside, outside, it's Irvin, it's Maze, and Reyna's looking to find a way around. Irvin trying to spoil the party off turn number 4 for the final time. Sala Blanca, 1 to go from Daytona, and it's the money lap. It's Smith out in front. Irvin's got to get a move going. Reyna's looking around that 22. Through 1 and 2 for the final time. Horley just sits with them. And you can see Reyna's trying to find a way around, trying to force Irvin up. Outside lane advantage. Off turn number 2. Big wiggle there from Smith. Maze is looking 3 wide. 4 wide. 4 wide for the lead at Daytona. Are they going to make it work? Still 4 wide for the lead. Contact. They're wrecking. Outside wall towards the back. Up front is the battle for the lead. It's Smith, Horley, Reyna. Who gets back? Reyna on the outside. Horley on the inside. Smith to the outside. To the inside goes Reyna. 3 wide at the line, and Smith.
I just have to say, I know the music's kind of cringy, but through all the times that I wrecked in the last lap, or got caught up in a big wreck, or caused a big wreck in the last lap, I finally won. It was incredible, and it was an amazing race, and I can't believe I honestly won. If you guys want to be a winner of one of these races, make sure you guys go in the link in the description. And he's having a race today. He's having, I think, 2 races today, or 3, at super speedways. So, July 23rd, 21. So if you want to be in his race today, make sure to go on the link in the description and join his race and watch the live stream. Here's the next couple of races in replay.
Smith is burning it down on pit road. And go anywhere. There you go. Look at that. We got to take a photo. We gotta take a photo. Look at that. Maze on to the middle goes Reina. Photo finish at the line, I guess you could say. Man, it's photo shoot time. It's picture day because this is going on Twitter. If you're tweeting us on Twitter, if you're showing middle, Tango outside wall goes Smith, and they're getting shuffled out. Top side black, there was Champagne in contact. Gomez around, and there goes TCP. He's involved as well, and the caution will wave before the cop yellow. The 35 of Tinsley's involved. The 20 machine is involved as well. That is Thurston. And we knew they were getting too aggressive too early. We already knew it was happening. And that's why you saw a lot of drivers get out of the way. Your defending winner, Smith, gonna have to go on a wreck. Will they make it back? Abbott on the inside. Contact! They're spinning!
Yellow.
Caution is out. They didn't make it back in a huge wreck. Jaws involved. The 20 gets carried. Again, at the line. Solo Blanca, one to go for Talladega. TCB's turn. They go wrecking in turn number 1. Absolutely kicking each other apart. The 11's involved, and it's a huge, huge wreck. Down green. We want to keep it green flag racing for as long as possible because they're going to be wrecking a lot. Trucks always wreck a lot here at iRace Super Speedway, and Morinardi splits the gap for the lead. If the wreck isn't exactly up front, we're not going to go ahead and call it. Here comes the 18 of Smith, looking to get his second win of the night. Smith got the first win at Daytona, and the 2 winners tonight right now running inside of the top 5. Top 10, that is. Morinardi's tagged, and he's into the inside wall. Keeping it green just for a little bit longer. We want to get to lap number 10. Smith with a big block. These guys are going to ruin their fast repair, man. They're going to absolutely kill their fast repair. Demos contact with Smith, and now we got to throw it. A huge wreck in turn 3. Smith is up and over. And that caution will wave. And just like the Broncos playoffs hopes, they go up in smoke. By 3, heading towards turn number 1. You got Greenwood, Mitchell, and Baker still 3 by 3. Top side, the Exalta Chevrolet trying to get something done. Baker there with Jaw, still 3 wide. 4 rows deep, 3 rows deep. Inside advantage goes to 25. Tango's looking for some movement. Mays all over Mitchell. Down the back, oh, Tango's involved. Huge wreck down the backstretch. Upside down goes the 09. We're still racing. Trem is involved as well. Through 3 and 4 for the final time. It's Mays. It's Baker. Do they make the move? To the front stretch. Mays to the outside. It's going to be a photo finish. Mays victorious from...
Anyways, that's the video. I was going to push the 87 of Demos there to the win, but I got killed because of me coming down on that car to the outside of me. It was because of netcode. I got killed because of netcode. But what a race. What a finish. Mays really deserved that. He really deserved the race I won. He was always in the lead there. But I will see you guys in the next video. Make sure, because all this content's from IDK's channel, make sure you guys go subscribe to IDK. Turn notifications on IDK's channel, IDK Player's channel. He does races almost every day, and they're public races, so any iRacing player can join them. They're not league races. The password on them is IDK, so if you ever see that on iRacing hosted races, make sure to join. Go to his live streams, and they're just an awesome time. I just have to say, before I leave, thank you to Reina and Bean or Horley for that last lap. If without you guys, I would have not won that race. But yeah, I appreciate you guys watching the video, and I'll see you in the next one.